All right, boys. Another day, another what if from Echidnut here. People are hyping this one up, man. Today we got a different tone for the looks of it. What the fuck is this? What is this fake? What is this first frame, bro? This fucking his hand drowning life in another world from zero. Today we got Oboreru. How you say it? Oboreru. ReZero Wrath if story. We don't read, bro. People have told me to read, but it's like for the video format, I don't know if that would like even like do well. Like I don't know if like no like maybe it's like too long. Like I don't know, but we're gonna keep doing Echidnut, man. Echidnut here got Listen, if y'all have like any like specific things you want me to know that maybe we're cut, let me know in the comment section, okay? I did read from the last what if. Don't worry, I did see that you know there was like stuff from like Meili, right? Like Meili and Subaru's relationship was closer in the original Pride what if, right? The fact that Elsa, I think Elsa was in love, right? Elsa was in love, and like Elsa was in love with Subaru, but Subaru obviously didn't like show the love back and shit like that. Like you know details like that, like you know if there's like details like that, like you think like are also like something like to add towards like the what if, then just let me know in the comment section, okay? But yeah, let's get into it. We got Oboreru here. Let's go. Son, what? Whoa.
ReZero is full of moments where the story could have easily diverged onto a completely different path, and these moments are indicated by Subaru's ideologies being tested.
Yes. Yes. Sin versus virtue. This is like him choosing sin instead of virtue. And interesting. So Oboreru means drowning. Okay.
In the end, Subaru always seems to overcome his mental conflict and eventually becomes an amazing character. However, every year on Subaru's birthday, the author releases a spin-off story explaining what would have happened if Subaru chose the wrong path. Today, we will cover Oboreru, the Wrath If story. The story itself contains like 1 or 2 spoilers, but I've decided to make them as vague as humanly possible because I wanted this video to be safe to watch for all the anime onlys out there. This means that I will be skipping and glossing over certain details that pertain to spoilers. So I'd like to remind everyone that the only way to get the full experience of this story would be to actually read it yourself.
Okay, he pointed it out. Okay, he pointed it out. If y'all do know what he's alluding to here, like what he's talking about here, let me know, bro. Just comment down below, bro. Like let me know, because like you know, seems like it's probably like you know, it says season 2, right? Like it's probably like spoilers. Like it's probably like shit that we already you know. Read it now. See what I mean?
That being said, before we start this narration, let's quickly discuss where exactly Subaru faces the ideological conflict that leads him to this route. As I said before, these potential points of divergence are all indicated by a test. The ending of episode 7 is one of these times where Subaru is being tested. This was the episode where Rem dies from the shaman's curse and Rom tries to kill Subaru for being all suspicious. She chases him outside and prepares to kill him, but Beatrice interferes and offers to protect Subaru. This is the moment where Subaru had a choice to make.
Oh shit.
Subaru could accept Beatrice's assistance and engage Rom in combat, or he could be patient, jump off the cliff, and simply restart from his last save point. Obviously, Subaru made the right choice. He strengthened his resolve and jumped off the cliff because he was patient enough to keep dying over and over until everyone he cared about was safe.
Yeah.
In Oboreru, this doesn't happen.
Oh fuck.
Subaru allows himself to be influenced by wrath instead of patience, and it changes the ReZero story entirely. This is Oboreru.
Dude, this hype. Yo, why is that so? Dude, I ain't gonna lie. Echidnut is making this hype as fuck. Oh shit, dude, this shit is. Yo, this shit is crazy.
The Wrath If story.
Okay.
Instead of jumping off the cliff, Subaru accepts Beatrice's offer to protect him from Rom. Subaru escapes into the forest, but eventually Rom catches up with him. The story begins with Subaru's body flailing around on the floor as Rom is choking him to death.
Oh!
Too weak to fight back, Subaru's just about ready to accept his death when suddenly Rom lets go of his neck. Coughing up blood, Subaru realizes that Rom has collapsed from exhaustion. You see, while she was chasing him through the forest, she got attacked by countless demon dogs along the way. The amount of wounds on her body would have normally killed her, but her hatred for Subaru was strong enough to keep her alive.
I'm sorry. There's so... Are these like... Is this like a... What are these illustrations? What are these illustrations? Do y'all know what these Where are the illustrations from? This is crazy. Fan animation? Fan animation? This is crazy. That is... Dude, he was like joking. What the fuck? Dude, this is wild, okay?
Him through the forest, she got attacked by countless demon dogs along the way. The amount of wounds on her body would have normally killed her, but her hatred for Subaru was strong enough to keep her alive. Subaru notes that even with her body covered in cuts and gashes, Rom was still very beautiful, but that didn't matter right now. She was trying to kill him and she failed. Subaru had beaten her. Gazing down at her motionless...
Okay, run that back. That's interesting. Yeah, Subaru points out that she's very beautiful. Yeah, Subaru, we're in the middle of like some fucking crazy ass fucking moment right now. You're safe, okay?
Kill him and she failed. Subaru had beaten her.
That's crazy.
Gazing down at her motionless body, Subaru picks up a large rock with both his hands and lifts it up into the air. The sound of the rock hitting her skull was so loud that it echoed throughout the forest. This...
What the fuck? Yo, dude. What kind of fucking start is this? What kind of fucking start is this, y'all? Holy fuck. Yes, I know there's spoilers for season 5, y'all. Guys, we're not making or season 6. What is season 6? Season 6, bro? We're not making it there anytime soon, bro. Okay, it's fine. That is crazy. Dude, he just fucking kills her. He just fucking...
The sound of the rock hitting her skull was so loud that it echoed throughout the forest. This marks the first of a long series of violent acts committed by Subaru as he journeys deeper into wrath.
Oh my god. This is actually already making me lose my fucking mind.
The next scene of this chapter takes place 2 years in the future, so before I get to that, let me go ahead and explain everything that's happened since then.
Okay.
Subaru continued spiraling out of control down the path of sin and eventually ended up founding a criminal organization called Pleiades.
Criminal organization known as Pleiades, huh? Okay. Yeah. Pleiades, yep. 7 sisters and Mr. 45, yeah. Interesting. Okay. That's very interesting. Wow. You know, coincidence, huh? Just a coincidence? Yo, Tappy is such a fucking troll. Must have been the wind. Yo, Tappy's a fucking troll. He wrote this shit, by the way. He was like, you know what, let me make the criminal organization name Pleiades, bro. Okay, I'll keep this in mind.
Just 2 years, Pleiades had already become infamous throughout the ReZero world, and Subaru's reputation as a villain had spread around as well.
So, the reputation's up there, and he's made a name for himself as the fucking villain. Oh my god.
Working for Subaru's organization are a number of successful mercenaries, as well as 2 of the strongest characters in all of ReZero. Subaru typically keeps those 2 close at his side.
Cecilus and Halibel. Okay. Alright, keep in mind that, like, if these are, like, characters of the future, I don't know. I have no fucking clue. But interesting. Strongest characters in ReZero? Some goats, really? Goats? Okay.
Subaru typically keeps those 2 close at his side for protection, cause on his own he's still pretty weak, but as their boss he's ordered them to murder countless victims, often without reason. They currently reside at the Pleiades headquarters, which is a large castle called Pandemonium. Most of Subaru's days are spent in Pandemonium's reception hall, sitting atop a luxurious throne.
He's in a castle? He's in a castle? Pandemonium? Why does Subaru got this aura? Yo. Why does Subaru got this villain aura right now? What the fuck is happening?
Of Subaru's days are spent in Pandemonium's reception hall, sitting atop a luxurious throne, but occasionally he would leave Pandemonium if he had some business to take care of elsewhere. The next scene in Oboreru takes place at the Roswell mansion. Because Roswell no longer had Rom and Rem, he ended up hiring someone named Frederica. Frederica was briefly shown in Season 1 for about half a second, so if you don't know who Frederica is, she's a demi-human who used to be another one of Roswell's maids back in the day. Anyway,
we know Frederica, man. Hey, this is pretty old, huh? God damn, yeah. We know Frederica, man. We good.
Frederica was rehired as a maid to make up for the loss of Rom and Rem, but despite that, the mansion was never really the same since the day of their passing. Rom and Rem were extremely important to Roswell. Rom in particular was very special to him. Without her, Roswell himself was incomplete. He felt as if his own life had lost all purpose.
That's true, though. Yeah, Rem is dead. How does Roswell... Damn. Roswell's point of view, huh? Ram is fucking dead. How the fuck... How does everything work out, huh? Like, how does he feel, bro?
Many times Frederica tried to cheer him up, but nothing could penetrate Roswell's force field of despair. Puck, on the other hand, was more angry than he was depressed. He believed that the mansion was no longer a safe environment for Emilia, and he was upset with Roswell for allowing that to happen. Puck is currently arguing with Frederica in the hallway, and he starts to badmouth Roswell. This offends Frederica greatly because as a maid, she can't allow someone to insult the owner of the mansion. So in response, Frederica decides to get aggressive with Puck. Obviously, this doesn't end well for Frederica. Before she can even make her first move, Puck turns her into an ice sculpture.
What? What? He just fucking freezes her. What the? Yeah, shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. And it just okay.
Roswell finds Frederica still alive, trying to resist the cold, and feels obligated to save her. He starts charging up a powerful spell when suddenly he just barely manages to dodge the sword slash that was aimed for his neck. The attack was carried out with incredible speed, so Roswell's quick reaction to evade it was remarkable. The voice coming from behind Roswell sounded surprised by the impressive dodge. The assassin was a blue-haired young man with two swords at his waist. One scabbard was blue and the other was red.
Am I schizo? Y'all remember, Wait, no. Y'all remember the visual of the 10 Swords of Power? What, was one of them a dual wield? You know, it'd be crazy. It'd be crazy to think that, like, he has, like, some crazy shit with his sword. Nah, this could be just normal 2 swords. This could just be normal 2 swords, right? Maybe I'm thinking too deep into it. Like, it'd be crazy if he has one of the 10 Swords of Power, though. That'd be wild, right? You know, that'd be crazy. Surely, right? That'd be crazy, right?
With 2 swords at his waist. One scabbard was blue and the other was red. Pausing the narration for just a second, Cecilus is a character that hasn't appeared in the main story other than his name being mentioned, but a lot of people suspect that he might show up in a future arc someday, so technically, information about Cecilus would not be considered a spoiler as of right now, but in a couple years, it could be, I guess. So I hope none of you are that sensitive to potential spoilers, but I wanted to put a warning out just in case.
It's all good. I'll let you cook, bro. Cecilus? Yeah, I'll see y'all in 10 years, bro. Yeah. See y'all in 10 years, bro. Yeah, I'll see y'all, bro.
And just for reference, the very earliest this character could ever possibly show up in the main story would be around season 5. So, anyway.
Maybe season 6, because people are saying season 6 now, right?
Cecilus is nicknamed Blue Lightning. He's the highest ranking god general of the Wallachia Empire, which is the kingdom just south of Lagunica.
Oh, what the? Yeah, we're learning some crazy lore. We're getting some crazy novel lore right now. Okay. Blue Lightning.
He's the highest ranking god general of the Wallachia Empire, which is the kingdom just south of Lagunica. I'm not gonna go too in depth, but he's one of the strongest characters in ReZero, and he attacks with lightning speed, so...
He attacks with lightning speed? He's one of the strongest characters in ReZero? Yo, this is crazy. What the fuck?
That's why it was so impressive for Roswaal to dodge one of his attacks. Anyway, back to the story. Roswaal recognizes the young man and the two of them exchange dialogue, but as they're talking, Roswaal realizes his left arm had been cut off in the attack. Without hesitation, he cups the wound with his remaining hand, cauterizing it with a small burst of fire magic. Despite the intense pain, Roswaal's dialogue continues. He suspects that Cecilus must be leading the Valachian army to invade Lagunica, but Cecilus corrects him, explaining that he's actually working for someone else now.
Oh yeah.
Knowing he's about to kill Roswaal anyway, Cecilus decides to tell him the truth. He's been working for someone known as the Purge King. Roswaal...
What is this fucking aura? Yo, Subaru? Yo, why is Subaru just like aura farming? Yo, this fucking aura farming from Subaru is fucking disgusting. Like, wait, the Purge King? Son, what the fuck?
Grows suspicious and asks for the name of this Purge King. Cecilus hesitates at first, but eventually gives him the answer. At the same time the name left his lips, he cut through Roswaal like a flash of lightning. Roswaal smiled as he heard the name, and then everything went black. His last thought before dying was of the twins that used to be his maids. And with that, Roswaal died unhappy with his desires unfulfilled.
Unhappy without his desires. Yeah, his desires unfulfilled. Dude, Roswaal just got packed up, bro. Dude, Roswaal got packed the fuck up. Dude, he just got cooked. Yeah, all because he didn't jump off the cliff, by the way. Yo. By the way, all because he didn't jump off the fucking cliff. What the fuck? It is a sad Roswaal ending, huh? That's crazy, though. Okay.
Beatrice trembled in fear as she heard a familiar voice. Standing in the doorway, Subaru calmly says hello. His face looked a lot scarier than she remembered, and his manner of speaking now had a blank tone to it. The two of them talk for a bit, and Subaru thanks her for protecting him that day at the edge of the cliff. At the time, Subaru was certain he would die, but because Beatrice didn't give up on him, he was able to survive. Subaru thanks her again, but also asks her the question, back then, why didn't you kill me? Beatrice didn't answer, but silently came to a realization. Subaru understood it too, as he says to her, "You and I, Beatrice, we are the same." Inside Beatrice, and inside Subaru, there was a disease called despair quietly nesting. While the two of them were talking, a third person in the room suddenly appeared out of nowhere. It was the wondrous technique of a ninja, being able to hide in the shadows without anyone noticing. He was a shabby-looking wolf human with a pipe hanging out of his mouth. It was clear that he was extremely powerful and far, far stronger than the frightened Beatrice was. "Hannibal, bring me a sword."
Hannibal. There's another future character? Crazy. You and me, Beatrice, we're the same. And also, dude, are the visuals that he's showing, like the fan-made stuff, like it looks so fucking good. Like it looks so good. It gives Subaru some crazy aura. Also the strongest, season 6, real art. Yeah, he's like a ninja, right? He hides in the shadows. Okay.
Subaru orders the wolf human. Subaru takes the blade and walks up to Beatrice with a smile on his face. He tells her, "With all those colors you wear, you are very pretty, you know."
Whoa.
Beatrice stares at Subaru as she starts to cry. Trembling and shaking, she asks him a strange question that this version of Subaru will never know the meaning of. Perhaps if his life had turned out differently, he would have understood what she was asking him, but regardless, he still tried his best to give her...
Wait, did she just ask, are you the person? Are you the one? Is that what she asked here? Is that what it was? Yeah? It's just, yeah. So, in this, like, yeah. Are you that person? Oh, fuck. Yeah, in this loop, it's a little different, huh?
Will never know the meaning of. Perhaps if his life had turned out differently, he would have understood what she was asking him, but regardless, he still tried his best to give her a comforting answer. And then, as her last set of tears hit the floor, Subaru kills Beatrice with his blade.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck, man? This hurts. This is so painful, dude. Not Betty. Not Beako, man. That's not my goat. Yeah, that's not my goat, bro. He kills Beako, man. Yeah, she could have been a great spirit, huh? What do y'all think? What do y'all think she killed her? Or he killed her? Like, evidence? Evidence, maybe? She saw everything? Like, oh, just release her from despair? Kind of like, oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's so sad. It's like, oh my god, it's like the shit that happened in season 2, bro. It's like that shit that happened in season 2. Oh, son, brother. Oh my fucking god, that is so sad. Yo, yeah, he's the opposite of a lollymancer in this one, huh? Yo, he's the opposite of he's the opposite of a fucking lollymancer. That illustration. Oh my god. What the fuck? It, this illustration is crazy. The fucking fit, dude. Look at the fit, the drip, his look, his hair. Look at Betty. Oh my god, the stab, bro. Yeah, the stab, bro. What else to say? Hey, the insides of a spirit are very different. Oh my god. Yeah, the one that freed her.
So for anyone who didn't understand what just happened, the Roswell mansion was no longer a safe environment for Emilia to stay in, so Puck and Subaru formed a plan to kill everyone in the mansion and then bring Emilia back to Subaru's castle.
Oh.
The two new characters, Cecilis and Hannibal, are Subaru's most trusted allies, so he ordered Cecilis to kill Roswell and told Hannibal to help him with Beatrice. Everything went according to plan, and they rescued Emilia, and on their way back, they actually took Frederica with them as well, because they needed a maid.
Puck is cool with us, because as long as Emilia's safe, huh? That's so funny. All roads lead to fucking... Bro, all roads lead to having Emilia. All roads... Yo, all roads lead to having Emilia, bro. Like... What the fuck is happening, man? Like, oh my god, bro. Okay, man. Okay, so he teams up with Puck. As long as Emilia's safe, it doesn't matter. He takes Frederica, right? We need a maid, and then we just everything. Damn, what a plan, dude. Okay, all right.
Pandemonium was a large building, so there was a lot of work for Frederica to do as the new maid. Not only did she have to cook and clean for everyone, but she also had to clean up the messes Subaru would make.
Oh my god.
For example, an elderly merchant arrived at Pandemonium to discuss business with the organization, and he made sure to be very polite and delicate with his words, taking care not to offend Subaru. In the end, Subaru appeared to be satisfied with the meeting, but as the merchant was on his way out, Subaru flipped a coin.
Bro.
Tails, he said, and that was the last thing the old man heard before.
His life was all up to a coin toss. A coin toss. Ah, yes, the coin. Why y'all say the coin? Like it's like the. Ah, yes, the coin. Like yeah, like it's a buddy of y'all, bro. Oh my god, yo.
Tails, he said, and that was the last thing the old man heard before he was decapitated by Hannibal.
Oh my god.
Frederica was disgusted by Subaru's actions, and she vocalized her frustration as she disposed of the man's corpse, but Subaru wasn't happy with Frederica's disrespect. So later that night, when she brought him his dinner, he flipped another coin as she was leaving. Heads, he said. Don't worry, Frederica. Your family is safe for now.
Son, yo, Subaru. What the fuck? Subaru, can we chill? He's literally putting everything up to a fucking coin toss. Also, can I see the? There's a line from the edits. I don't know what. Okay, you know what? That's good. I don't know what edits you're talking about. So, is this TikTok brain rot? Is this TikTok brain rot? I haven't seen the TikTok brain rot, so. Oh, CT. Oh, CT had to fucking. I don't know what the fuck happened, but GG's. Fucking GG's. What was I gonna say? TikTok brain rot? LARP audio? Brain rot? I haven't seen it, so we're good, bro. Listen, cause I'm on. Okay, listen. I'm on the TikTok brain rot side. Okay, listen. I'm on the TikTok brain rot side, but like I don't. What you call it, bro? Um, I don't see this shit. Thankfully, this is pretty spoiler. So thankfully I don't see it. I only see Subaru or a monster. I only see Subaru going upstairs, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen like that shit, like where like the fucking ReZero fandom just fucking goes crazy over the stairs. So okay. Also, this illustration is pretty crazy, huh?
Coin as she was leaving. Heads, he said. Don't worry, Frederica. Your family is safe for now. Frederica left the room with tears in her eyes, wondering why her life had ended up like this. Subaru's behavior eventually led to his nickname, the Purge King. The Purge King truly was the physical embodiment of fear itself. Just being in the same room as him was enough to make someone physically sick. Oftentimes, he would let a person's fate be decided by the result of a coin flip. Heads they live, tails they die. The slightest annoyance, even by one of his own men, would sometimes be a death sentence.
Bro.
Even his most trusted allies, Hannibal and Cecilus, would occasionally have their lives threatened.
What the fuck? Bro doesn't want to be antagonized. What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, this Subaru is crazy. What a fucking this aura needs to be studied, bro. Like,
in the deepest part of the building, there was a heavily guarded room that housed Emilia, whom everyone referred to as the princess. Emilia wasn't allowed to leave the room, and she had no visitor.
Garfield reference? Garfield reference? Garfield reference?
In the deepest part of the building, there was a heavily guarded room that housed Emilia, whom everyone referred to as the princess.
Okay.
Emilia wasn't allowed to leave the room, and she had no visitors other than when Subaru needed a therapeutic lap pillow, which was about once every 10 days.
Therapeutic lap pillow. Yeah, episode 8 parallel. Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, bro? Okay, Subaru, sure.
Stressed about his job, sobbing into Emilia's lap was the only thing that could calm Subaru down.
Is this illustration like the... Is this the actual LN illustration? Is this the actual LN illustration? The Arc 2? Episode 8? Oh, shit, dude. Damn, bro. That's crazy. It's funny because it's like... It's funny because it's like the same shit. Like the same, like, he's like crying and like, you know, like all of his like struggles, but like it's like so different, dude. This guy's a super villain in this one, bro. This is... Wow. This illustration is kind of crazy though, right? Emilia thighs. Yo, see what I mean? The low key, she looks crazy in this illustration. Let me chill the fuck out.
But when Subaru wasn't paying her a visit, she was all alone with Puck for 24 hours a day, and she wasn't sure if she resented Subaru for that. Her previous life was filled with humiliation and helplessness. She dropped out of the royal selection after Ram and Rem died and abandoned her dream of creating a world without discrimination.
Breaking news, Emilia drops out of election. Subscribe to Echidnut if you want more videos about the winner stories, bro. You know what? That's a W fucking... W promo.
And in her dream of creating a world without discrimination.
Yeah.
Emilia had become depressed living at the Roswell mansion, until Subaru rescued her and brought her back to live with him at Pandemonium. Now she spends her life locked in a cage, with plenty of time to wonder if her new life is preferable to her old one.
Ooh, that is crazy. She wasn't happy in the Roswell mansion, but now that she's here, she's pretty much like, is this like better? Like, she will never know. You know what? It's kind of crazy, right? She will never fucking know. Like the entire like everything that happened after, bro. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, this is literally Stockholm syndrome, huh? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, racism or being alone. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I mean. Oh yeah, there we go. Margrave. Wait, this is a cool edit. The Re Zero newspaper. Margrave murdered. Purge King Subaru becomes an underworld boss of the brutal crime organization Pleiades with a base at the edge of the Karar. Was this mentioned? Was this mentioned? Pleiades with a base at the edge of the Kararagi border, known as Pandemonium. Any who decide to oppose them are simply killed off with little regard for consequences. Subaru even takes it upon himself to decide who lives and who dies based on the flip of a coin, very literally holding the fate of his fellow men in his hands, much like a Purge King. Wait, actually, don't read the newspaper. Is it the border between Kararagi and Lupgana? Got it. Wait, actually, don't read the newspaper. Is it bad? wait, no. Do I not? I thought it was. Is it not what it's already mentioned? Don't read the second part? Okay, I won't.
Remember, Roswaal was a pretty important person in Lupgana, so news of his death spread all over the place once it went public, and it became clear to everyone that the Purge King was the one responsible for it. So the Kingdom of Lupgana decides to deploy a group of knights to Pandemonium and finally put an end to the Pleiades organization. In the middle of Pandemonium's reception hall, a blinding light swallowed the entire room and then shattered. 18 of Subaru's men were vaporized by the attack, and the structure of the building began to collapse. This was but a single blow from none other than the Sword Saint himself.
GG's. GG's. GG's well played. GG's. It's over. 07, I'm not gonna lie. How do we beat Reinhardt?
Lupgana was desperate to subjugate the villainous Purge King, so they had no choice but to send Reinhardt Van Estrella to complete the task. As the dust clears, Reinhardt is surprised to find Subaru unharmed, sitting on his throne with Hannibal and Cecilis at his side. I saw your attack once before at the loot house, so I've had plenty of time to prepare for it, Subaru says with a smile. Reinhardt hadn't realized until now that the Purge King was Natsuki Subaru.
This is different. You know why it's different from the from Pride? Because this time, since this is like episode 8 shit, right? Reinhardt is technically Subaru still technically called Reinhardt his friend, remember? And like they actually like had that moment in the whole loot house thing, you know? So yeah, after Reinhardt calling him a friend, yeah. They had like the friend moment, right? They had the friend moment. They literally actually met. They actually talked, right? They had the crazy moment, the crazy fight that they fought together, right? They fought together. So they actually have more of a connection because in Pride is different, right? In Pride, they didn't know each other. Like it was the beginning, but this is different. He actually has like a connection to him. So it's like, it's just crazy, like the difference, huh? Like you see, like the man that you saw, like, you know, the man you saw before, like your friend, and now you see him like this, dude. Yeah, what the fuck does Reinhardt thinks, dude? Like, you imagine you see a weakling become one of the main figures in the verse? Yeah, pretty much. They what together, Skull? What did I say? What the... What did I say? That is some like sus shit? What the fuck did I say?
So this was a shock to him. Already bored of Reinhardt, Subaru decides to let Cecilis deal with him on his own. Hannibal grabs Subaru and the two of them escape into the shadows together. Left alone in the room with Cecilis, Reinhardt tries to reason with him.
Cecilis? Yo. Cecilis was Reinhardt? Don't do this, Cecilis. You lost our fights in the past. GG's? Is this GG's? Also, Subaru dipped with, okay. So he dipped with the ninja. Okay.
In the past, Reinhardt has beaten Cecilis once before, but Cecilis didn't care. Defeating Reinhardt was his only desire, and today he was ready to fight him to the death. He reaches down to his waist and draws both of his katanas, naming them as he does so. The Fiend Sword and the Dream Sword.
Wait!
Two of ReZero's 10 legendary swords of power. In response...
I fucking told y'all! I told y'all! I fucking do it! I do it! I fucking told y'all. Oh shit. You know what? Fuck it. We'll read this shit right now. I don't give a fuck. We're not gonna see any of these in like I'm gonna probably like forget this shit. The Fiend Sword, the Dream Sword, the Cursed Sword, the Beloved Sword, the Spirit Sword, the Life Sword, the Shadow Sword, the Blight Sword, the Dragon Sword, and the Yang Sword. Yep, the Dragon Sword and these two right here. Yep, the Yang Sword. Yep, we know these two. So he has. Actually, let me go back a little bit to hear him say it again. What does he have?
Day, he was ready to fight him to the death. He reaches down to his waist and draws both of his katanas, naming them as he does so: the Fiend Sword.
He has a Fiend
and the Dream Sword.
He has Fiend and Dream.
Two of.
Right, he pointed out. Oops, my bad. Yeah, he literally pointed out. Yeah, the arrows. He has Fiend and Dream. You're telling me this motherfucker got 2 of the Swords of Power? Son, the greed knows no bounds. What kind of greed is this? Yo, he has 2 of the 10 swords. He has 2 of the 10 Swords of Power? What the fuck?
ReZero's 10 legendary Swords of Power. In response, Reinhardt does the same with his own weapon, Reed, the Dragon Sword. Hearing the sound of that glowing white sword being drawn,
it's out. Oh. It's out. Oh. He's worthy. Oh, he's worthy. It's fucking out. It's fucking out. It's fucking out. Ah. GG's. 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 Is it the Dragon Sword? Is it the Dragon Sword literally cuts anything, bro? Like, oh fuck. Oh fuck.
There was no mistake that it was in fact the legendary Dragon Sword carried by the Sword Saint, only to be unsheathed when faced with a worthy opponent. Obviously, the sword considered Cecilis a worthy opponent.
Oh.
Cecilis gives his name, and the battle commences. Emilia could feel the tremors echoing inside her room. "This is the end, Leah. Reinhardt is here to kill Subaru," Puck tells her. The earthquakes from the epic battle had broken Emilia's door, allowing her to leave her room for the first time ever.
Oh
She
shit.
desperately runs through the castle searching for Subaru, but after a while she runs into Reinhardt instead.
Oh man.
She's a bit shocked by his appearance. Reinhardt looked incredibly weakened, and his entire body was covered in dripping wounds.
Yo, Cecilis might be him. Yo, Cecilis might be him. I mean, he does have 2 of the 10 Swords of Power. He might be him. But like, I know he yeah, GG on him, but like, I know like obviously Reinhardt wins anyway, but like, he damaged him. He damaged him, y'all. He's damaged, wounded. He's wounded.
Equally as surprising, he was also holding the Dragon Sword in his hand. Reinhardt didn't have much time to talk, so he quickly urges Emilia to get outside as they had a dragon carriage waiting to bring her back to Lagunica. But Emilia didn't want to leave. She had already made up her mind. And
is this Stockholm Syndrome, y'all? Is this like... yeah, cause like, wow, let's be honest here, y'all. Let's be honest here. Let's fucking be honest. Like this shit, yo, Super just has that much Riz? Fuck no, this is like actual like next level of just, oh my god, okay.
she was staying here with Subaru no matter what. Still, Reinhardt begs her to leave the building immediately when suddenly a sword of ice pierces clean through his abdomen, making him cough up blood and fall to his knees. Both Reinhardt and Emilia were shocked at what just occurred. Reinhardt was supposed to have divine protections that should have blocked the attack, but because Emilia did it unconsciously, Reinhardt's blessings couldn't detect it.
Unconsciously? So the blessings couldn't detect it? Son, what?
Yes, Emilia unconsciously created an ice sword and stuck it through Reinhardt.
What? What about the divine But like, what about the divine protection of the Phoenix? He can revive, right? He has the Phoenix? Divine protection of the Phoenix? Right?
Realizing this, Emilia started to understand. It was because Reinhardt's existence was a threat to Subaru, so stabbing Reinhardt was her unconscious mind attempting to protect Subaru.
Her unconscious mind wanted to protect Subaru. Yeah, guys. This is like, this might be like next levels of Stockholm syndrome. I ain't gonna lie. This is like, yo, the grooming, yo, this is crazy. Yo, she's gone. She's gone, yo. Like she's gone. She's actually so fucking gone.
Please, Reinhardt, leave Subaru alone, Emilia says, to which Reinhardt replies, that is not possible. Realizing she has no choice but to fight the Sword Saint, Emilia calls for Puck to help her out. Puck appears and unleashes a gust of wind that freezes the air, forcing Reinhardt to jump backwards. With one last attempt at negotiation, Reinhardt informs Emilia that Subaru had been responsible for over 126,000 deaths.
Emilia versus Reinhardt. He said the Purge King, Natsuki Subaru, is responsible for 126,702 deaths. That is fucking crazy. Also, yeah, that's pretty. It's kind of, it's pretty much like summarize the definition right there. Yeah. So, yeah, there we go. W Google definition. Yeah. Psychological response for hostages or abuse victims develop an emotional bond, sympathy, or positive feelings towards their captors' abuse. Yeah, it's like the whole Ram thing, right? It's like the Ram and Roswell thing, bro. In a way, yeah. But okay, well, there you fucking go.
For over 126,000 deaths. Emilia wasn't aware of any of this, but it didn't matter. She wasn't going to give up on Subaru no matter what. Reinhardt stands and gives his name.
Oh boy.
And then Emilia gives hers as well. The Witch of Glaciation, the Beast of the Apocalypse, and the Sword Saint began their battle, and the uppermost floor of Pandemonium was destroyed by a white shockwave. As Subaru runs through the collapsing mansion, he's attacked by Frederica, but Hannibal shoves her against the wall with such force that it breaks her arm. Subaru decides to spare her life, and he dismisses Hannibal as well. It was clear that the Pleiades organization was ending before his eyes, so Subaru encourages Hannibal to leave the castle and continue his life somewhere else. Subaru thanks him and says goodbye, and then continues through the mansion on his own. Suddenly, he hears Emilia's voice, which confuses him as she was supposed to be locked in her room on the opposite side of the building. At this point, it's unclear what happened with Puck and Reinhardt, but Emilia is still alive with minimal injuries.
So, Emilia's alive? She's a little injured? We don't know what happened with Puck and Reinhardt. I mean, what is happening with Puck and Reinhardt? We gotta keep in mind, there was a very good point, right? There was a very good point that someone mentioned. How do we know that Reinhardt would have one-shot Puck with a dragon sword? Because, like, wasn't that a trial, right? That's all. That's all. It's all because of Echidna. That was Echidna's way of showing it, right? Echidna. So, like, what would really happen? Like, what is the actual like what? Like, I mean, we could just assume that it's like the same thing, huh? Like, it could just be the same thing. You think it's just supposed to be accurate? You think it's just accurate? It could just be accurate, huh? Like, I think it could just happen. It could just happen. It could be the same thing, huh? I mean, yeah, I know. The definition is like, yeah, it could destroy and recreate the world. Also, I remember like the specifics of like Reinhardt using it, and like everything like went back, like all the trees and shit, right? Like the world got made again. Like I remember that shit like from a content from a very long time ago. But I think it's accurate. I think it makes sense, huh? I think it just makes sense that like Reinhardt just one shots Puck probably, but okay, all right. So here we go.
What happened with Puck and Reinhardt, but Emilia is still alive with minimal injuries. She runs up and hugs Subaru and begs him to run away with her.
Bruh.
She explains that she did resent him at first for what he did to her, but it didn't matter anymore. Even after she learned of all the evil acts he committed as the Purge King, Emilia had forgiven him for.
Oh God, can we go back to her face right here? This is a really good illustration. This is, oh God, yo, this is like actually like, this is crazy. Yeah, yo, mentally she's cooked. It's over. It's cooked. It's over. Yeah, she's gone. It's over. GG's.
As the Purge King, Emilia had forgiven him for all of it, and something
What the
about
fuck?
that made Subaru distrust her. How could anyone forgive him for all of the horrible things he's done? It's impossible, he thought.
Oh.
Subaru shoves her across the hallway and calls her a liar. All his other thoughts disappeared, and everything in his head was suddenly replaced with fear.
Is this actually from like the text, dude? Is it actually for the text? Oh my god. There was fear, there was for fear, there was only fear, only fear. Chat, this is like, yo, this is fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Yo, this is fucking wild. Also, can we, I gotta appreciate this again. I'm gonna keep appreciating it. Can I just appreciate the visuals? Can I just appreciate, he throws her to the side, the illustration of Billy here. He says liar. This is some peak shit. Dude, I'm not like peak shit.
Calls her a liar. All his other thoughts disappeared, and everything in his head was suddenly replaced with fear. As Subaru watches in horror, Emilia's color slowly fades to gray.
Oh.
He starts to scream in agony as Emilia's silver hair and amethyst eyes turn to black and white. So this was a detail I chose not to include in the summary until now, but basically at some point early on in the story, Subaru lost the ability to see color. Everything was black and white except for a few people. Remember what he says to Beatrice before he kills her? With all those colors you wear, you are very pretty, you know. Beatrice was one of the only things left in the world that still had color for Subaru.
What?
Everything else that was black and white, he considered a lie. Even Hannibal and Cecilus were black and white.
Everything that was a black and white he considers a lie, but not the colorful. What the fuck? Why I fucked that up twice? Colorful. Jesus Christ. Yeah. What the hell?
Reinhardt, he expected to at least have a hint of color, but no. He was black and white as well.
Oh.
They were all fake to Subaru. The only people that still had their color were Beatrice and Emilia. Subaru killed Beatrice, and now Emilia had just lost her color. So now the entire world was black and white for Subaru.
Oh shit.
Well, almost the entire world. There was one person that still had their color. One last opportunity for Subaru to see something other than black and white.
Ooh.
One last thing Subaru could trust. So Subaru leaves Emilia behind and starts running through the building. He was running to the one person he could still trust, the only person he had left. It felt like he was drowning, and they were the only thing he could grab onto. Subaru finally reaches his personal office. This room was just about as heavily guarded as Emilia's room, and that was because it contained something just as important.
Okay.
The office had a secret room attached. Behind the bookshelf, there was a door that could only be opened by Subaru.
Classic.
He slowly presses it open. Behind the door rings the sound of chains connected to the wall. Then he saw it. Her eyes were the color of blood. Are you ready to die, Barusu?
Right. I thought she low-key when he did the whole rock thing, I low-key thought it was GG's. I'm not gonna lie. What the she trusts the hatred in her? Dude. Yeah, this is
The pink-haired woman, with hatred in her eyes, looked up at Subaru and smiled. The end.
What you mean the end? What do you mean? Huh? What do you mean the end? Open end? What do you mean? I need more. I need more. What the fuck? Tape, what are we doing? Tape. The author didn't confirm the permadeath. Bro. Ram strangle Subaru, that's it? Bro. What a fucking... Dude, that was crazy. What the fuck?
So, the maids killing Subaru in the Roswell mansion ended up traumatizing him, giving him extreme trust issues that basically ruined his life. He became a monster who the entire world was scared of, but deep down, Subaru was the one who was actually scared.
Yeah, so, yeah, Ram, main heroine? That's crazy. Raph Subaru and Raph Ram are like like a thing. Yeah. Good point. What if she said that because he wanted to die by her hands at some point? Yeah. Extreme paranoia. Son. Yeah, generally schizo. Dude. What kind of fucking... Dude, this is insane.
He'd have panic attacks and would often self-harm to calm himself
Oh.
down.
Oh, God. Jesus. Super God. Panic attacks and self-harm, bro? God damn.
Subaru's trust issues eventually led to his vision being limited to black and white. The few people he trusted would retain their color, but eventually, Rom was the only one left.
Dude, this is some crazy schizo shit, bro. The whole world's black and white, but the people that he could actually like fucking trust and shit, bro. What the fuck is happening here?
All she had was hatred for Subaru, but in the end, that very hatred was the only thing Subaru could trust. And remember, this was all the result of Subaru not wanting to jump off the cliff and simply restart the loop. Patience is a virtue, and if Subaru had understood that, then he would have been able to save Rom and Rem, and more importantly, himself.
Okay, they didn't jump off, by the way.
There's a lot of information we got from this story, so I'm gonna start with Cecilis and Hannibal.
Okay.
Two of the strongest characters in ReZero who hopefully will one day appear in the main story. Hannibal isn't as strong as Cecilis, but that's because he's a ninja character. Anywhere you see a shadow, Hannibal could be hiding in it and no one would know. He's an excellent assassin, but if you put him out in an open field, he's not going to be as effective as Cecilis would. So how exactly did Subaru manage to recruit two of the strongest characters in ReZero? Well, at least for Hannibal, it was because of Return by Death. Remember that from an outsider's perspective, Subaru would appear to be either extremely lucky or some kind of genius. Hannibal picked up on this and started noticing Subaru's odd predictions. He appeared to have some sort of gift. Whether it was an actual ability or just incredible insight didn't really matter.
He low-key, yo, why is he low-key thinking like Ram, bro? Yeah, like, yo, his timing, bro, right? The timing. Why did I just like start it like that? Y'all heard that shit? The timing.
Point was, Hannibal learned to trust and value Subaru's judgment. Now, Cecilis, on the other hand, would consider using Return by Death a cowardly tactic, as he believes that preparation is for the weak. Cecilis had actually been loyal to the Empire the entire time. The Emperor himself, his name's Vincent, he's actually the one that told Cecilis to go work for Subaru. And
wait, let me hear that name again?
Actually been loyal to the Empire the entire time. The Emperor himself, his name's Vincent, he's actually the one that told Cecilis to go work for Subaru. And by the way, to put Cecilis's power into perspective, the author actually confirmed that if Reinhardt were to have a fight with the sun, Reinhardt would win. He would win a fight with the sun.
Yeah, low-key, he said Vincent. I thought like Vincent Chancellor. I ain't gonna lie. The sun? Is Reinhardt sun level? Okay, let's not get into power scaling. Okay, power scaling is some crazy shit. He's sun level? He can win against the... Yeah, I was gonna say star level. Yeah, star level? He's star level? Dude, the sun doesn't fight back? it's not about the sun fighting back. It's about the fact that he can destroy it. Planetary, by the way? No, star level and planetary are very different. He's star level? Let me find out that he's like star level. Okay.
Win. He would win a fight with the sun. And yet, Cecilis was able to inflict pretty significant damage to him.
Yeah.
He was able to damage Reinhardt. He was worthy of the Dragon Sword Reed, and he was able to kill Roswell almost instantly.
Yeah.
I think that alone speaks for how strong Cecilis really is.
Dude, Cecilis is actually crazy. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, the Cecilis feats are insane. Damages Reinhardt, worthy of the Dragon Sword, kills Roswell like it's nothing. He has 2 swords of power, like 2 of the 10. Like, brother, what the fuck?
But in the end, Reinhardt still defeated him, and then got stabbed by Emilia. Now that was weird. Yes,
Yeah.
Emilia stabbed Reinhardt.
Okay, that's true. That's Cecilus couldn't kill Reinhardt, but Emilia. Bro, I don't know. I don't know about that one, but
Because Emilia wasn't consciously aware of her actions, Reinhardt's divine protections couldn't stop her attack.
is that really how it fucking works? If she's not conscious of her fucking attacks or like what the fuck she's doing, that's just how it fucking works. That's just how it ends up happening. Like it's fucking GG's. That's it. Okay.
This was the first time we've ever heard of a potential weakness that Reinhardt might have.
Yeah.
And just for anyone that was wondering, it was never stated whether or not Emilia and Puck were worthy of the Dragon Sword. It was Cecilus that was worthy, and Reinhardt just never put it back away after he drew it.
Oh, but like I mean, we do know that Puck is worthy though. So like I think it would have like he still would have pulled out the sword. So I mean, we could just assume then yes, honestly.
So that's why he was able to use it against Puck and Emilia, which by the way, the conclusion of that fight isn't known either. All we know is that Emilia survived.
Yeah, also another thing to keep in mind, we don't know the conclusion. We don't know the conclusion, huh? Damn. So like, what if like maybe Reinhardt did survive that, huh? I mean, Reinhardt I think survived that. I think Reinhardt survived that for sure. He has divine protection of the Phoenix, right? I think he survived that shit. I think it was fine. But it's interesting that Emilia was able to bypass like Reinhardt's defenses. The main thing that's crazy, is that a weakness? So because Emilia wasn't conscious of what she was doing, she was able to damage Reinhardt and get past divine protections. Like that's crazy though. Yeah, I mean, I know he's immortal. I know he's fine and all that, but like, you know, it's interesting that she was able to inflict damage anyway. Can Reinhardt keep it unsheathed forever? Didn't I hear that like the reason he keeps it? Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. I swear I heard someone say like the reason like it's sheathed is because it like gets power, right? Like, isn't the reason that like it's like you know it's sheathed is because he like charges it up or some shit? Like I swear like it was like something like that, bro. I could be wrong. I could be like fucking that up. I'm not gonna that could be crazy. I don't know if that's like true, but like I mean he could just keep it unsheathed forever, but like would it have the same effect? No. Would it really have the same effect though? The point is that it's like sheathed, so like so the sword determines if you know the opponent is worthy, and then and then the dragon sword comes out, and that's the power, right? I don't know. It's just I don't know. I actually don't get that. I'm not gonna lie. That's one thing that I actually don't get. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how that fucking works, but okay. Let's just
put it back away after he drew it. So that's why he was able to use it against Puck and Emilia, which by the way, the conclusion of that fight isn't known either. All we know is that Emilia survived.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that would make sense though, right? That Emilia and Puck were worthy. Otherwise, he could have used it by using that logic. That's the only thing I could think of. That's the only thing I could really think of because I mean, it would make sense though. Puck is worthy. Exactly. Puck is worthy. It would make sense. I think it would make a lot of sense actually. And keep in mind that worthy doesn't mean that the person has to be like the strongest. We've seen that. We've pretty much learned that it doesn't really have to do with power. It's just, you know, it's just if the sword deems it worthy. So I think that makes sense. I think that makes perfect sense actually. Yeah, I think Puck would have probably got one shot though. I think he probably got one shot. Yeah.
I'm assuming that Emilia.
Yeah, Theresia. Example.
Emilia let Puck face Reinhardt alone while she went to look for Subaru, but who knows, maybe they killed him. I'd be interested to hear what you guys think. My personal guess is that Reinhardt won, but that's just me. Another thing, Emilia was referred to as the Witch of Glaciation, and I do think that title is very badass, but I don't think it really means anything. It probably wasn't referring to Emilia as one of the literal witches of sin, because obviously ice isn't a sin.
Yeah, no. There's like some old shit, huh? It's like some older shit. Now we know that this is not actually a witch. There's like some like season 2 trials, right? Like the beginning of the season 2 trials was she did like the Subaru pose in front of Echidna, right? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember the exact scene. She like did the Subaru pose and she was like, "I'm the witch of glaciation" or some shit like that, right? I think it was like another translation, but yeah, the witch of glaciation. But like she's not actually the ice witch, yeah. She's not actually that a witch. It's just like something she calls herself because she technically is, you know, she's a half elf, you know, half devil, and also because she like froze everyone in the frozen witch. Yep, self-proclaimed. Yeah.
So let's not get too excited about that. The last part I want to talk about is the ending. We kind of got left with a cliffhanger, but I think it's obvious that Rom ends up killing Subaru.
Yeah.
Now what happens after that, we can only speculate. Does Subaru die a permanent death, or does he use return by death? And if so, where does he return to?
Yeah, it's a pretty open end, huh? It's a pretty the ending is pretty up to like, you know, whatever you can like think of, huh? Ram obviously kills Subaru there. But like, oh my god. You know what would be crazy? I mean, I don't really know how the checkpoints work yet. But if we go based off like the checkpoints are like the correct path, right? The checkpoints happen when Subaru goes down the actual path, right? Because I know about the sloth if. In the sloth if, he runs away with Rem, right? He runs away with Rem. He has the entire life. He returns by death, and he goes all the way back there. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess, maybe, since this was not supposed to be the correct path, he got 0 checkpoints, and he could just be all the way back there, huh? Fucking hell. He doesn't return by death in sloth? I thought he did. I thought it was mentioned that like he like dies in the end. It's not said in the novel? Really? Is it just speculation? Speculation? I thought it was said that like he like lives like a it's a head canon. It's just a head canon, not actual canon. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. So it's not actual canon. I don't care if it's a head canon. If it's not actually canon, it's not actually said, then we could forget about that then. We can forget about that. Okay. That's interesting. Who knows? Maybe he does have a checkpoint. Maybe he doesn't. Who fucking knows? People just say it because they don't want Subaru to have a happy life. That's fucked up. That's actually pretty fucked up. It's actually kind of fucked up. Yo, people have the craziest headcanons, bro. yo, people have some crazy headcanons. I'm not gonna lie, but okay, so that's not actually true. It's not actually something that was written down. Okay. Well, all right. Well, there we go. So, who knows, man? Who knows if he returned to a checkpoint, or if he had a checkpoint, or like he went all the way back? It'd be crazy for. Okay, if he went all the way fucking back, I'm not gonna lie, that'd be fucked up. How would he even like feel? Dude, he's long, guys. He's long gone, right? Like mentally, he's gone. Like, how would that even go? Like, what would he do? What would he do? Oh my fuck.
Subaru. Now what happens after that, we can only speculate. Does Subaru die a permanent death, or does he use return by death? And if so, where does he return to? My guess is that he does die a permanent death, but I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments below.
Or maybe, it could be permadeath. The author only confirms the permadeath in Ayamatsu. I mean, we could say that. I mean, did the author really only confirm that though? Did he actually? Okay, wait. Did the author really say that? Did the author really say like, oh, there's no more permadeaths? Like, permadeath is only Ayamatsu. Only Ayamatsu? Is that it? No, cause like low key, but like, wait, hold up. Yes, he actually said that. He actually said that. Only Ayamatsu where he permadeath. So, if that's the case, fuck. Wait, if that's the case, bro, I'm not gonna lie. If that's the only permadeath, cause like I was gonna say like I mean he didn't really reach his goal, right? I don't think he reached his goal. There was like he didn't really reach his goal, right? Like technically, like I wouldn't say like that's like should be the end goal. I don't think. But is getting killed by Ram at the end technically the goal? Like, can you count that as like like the actual goal? Like in the end, he just gets killed by Ram. I don't fucking know. Like yeah, like ultimate goal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he reaches the goal and dies by Ram. Is that the goal? I don't know.
I do read all of them, by the way. I really enjoyed this If story. It's been so long since I read Oboreru the first time, I think I forgot how good it actually was. The new characters were amazing, we got some nice world building, and a bunch of interesting information. The story itself was very well written, especially in terms of thematic significance, and once again, guys, the only way to get the full experience would be to read the story yourself. A lot of details were left out from this video, and if I had narrated the actual story word for word, this video would have been several hours long.
Oh, boys, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might read these off stream, bro. Yeah, I'm I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. If I start narrating and reading word for word and start analyzing every fucking thing, we're gonna be here for like 10 hours. I'm not gonna lie, cause maybe after like after like a long time, like if like we like end up farming and like doing all the ReZero content, all that shit, like if it gets to a point where like I can't really do much ReZero, like I might just end up like reading them off stream, maybe like on my own time, like maybe like when I have free time I just start reading or some shit. 24-hour stream when 24-hour stream incoming. Guys, I'm not I'm not reading all that shit on the fucking stream, bro. I really don't think so. That like it's just not happening. It's just not happening, okay? I don't think that's happening, but just keep that in mind. Maybe I'll get this full experience eventually, bro. I could read these off stream, bro. I could read it on my own time. I think that'd be interesting, especially because technically there's like some shit that whatchamacallit, so like probably like the only LN material, right, that I could like actually read, because like everything else would just be actual spoilers. Like I'm trying to say anime only. Like I can probably just read the what if shit, huh? Well, let me be careful. Only the ones that are not, because like Gluttony, for example, it's like arc 4 spoilers, or arc 4, wow, arc 6 spoilers. So I have to probably be careful with that shit. But yeah, how many subs for 24-hour stream? Probably none. Yo, okay, the amount of to get to that point, bro, I don't think it's possible. Okay, I don't think the sub amount would be even like something y'all can reach, bro. Okay, I don't know what it would be. I'm not doing a 24-hour stream. Okay, 24-hour stream reading arc 7 plus side stories. We will be there. Who is we? We will be there. Who is we, huh? 24-hour stream summer 2026? Guys, I'm not doing that. Yo, I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. Alright, bro. Alright, yo, anyway, is that it? Is that the video?
Moment, I'd say this is probably my second or third favorite if story, and I honestly can't decide which one I should cover next, so if you guys want to help me out with that, then you can leave me a comment below.
Honestly, it was a W. It was a W. Okay, from what Echidnut said, though, like the way he narrated it and the way he presented it, this is so good. I will say, I think I like this one. I think I do like this one better than the Pleiades. This is so good, guys. This is so fucking good. Like, I think what really elevated the experience in this one was the way he used the illustrations. The way he used the illustrations to showcase what was happening, like the animations and the illustrations, was so well done. He did enough, dude. He did such an amazing job trying to like show you, like visualize, dude. That was so good, man.
I hope everyone enjoyed the video. Make sure you give it a like if you did, but most importantly, keep talking about ReZero. Yeah. Don't let the hype die down. I'm out, guys. Peace out.
All right, that's that. Pleiades is about to get a line novel, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, maybe Ayamatsu LN version will be better. Okay. Well, man, Echidnut, bro. Echidnut, man, amazing fucking job, man. That was actually a really good video, to pretty much put this into like a shorter video, right? Like a more way more condensed summary, right? Obviously, keep in mind, I know that not every single detail and every single word, obviously, I don't know that I obviously know that like not everything's here, so maybe on my own time, maybe I'll read them eventually on my own time, because that's probably the only content that I could probably read off stream of ReZero, so maybe I'll do that. So keep that in mind, man. But overall, from what Echidnut did here, this was an amazing video. This is really good. Like, this is so fucking good. The vibe, the way he narrated this one, I don't know, I really like the way he narrated this one. The way he also used the images and the illustrations and all the videos to like illustrate what was going on screen was so well done too, bro. Like, this is a really good video, bro. Echidnut, you cook, bro. This is golden ass shit, man. Absolute peak, bro. Loved this what if. That is it for today's if, man. What if, man. We'll see what is up next, man. If y'all enjoyed and you're new, subscribe. Leave a like down below. If y'all enjoyed and you want some more of the uncut stuff, from ReZero. Check out the Patreon, man. As always, have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys.